this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Got it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 70, Indy. X3, 218, chop snap.
On first down, Stidham. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the pass. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Set up. 15 line it. 15 line.
Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's a baby shot. Hey, check Mike 57.
Big dribble. Big dribble.
Second down, Stidham to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Don't say nothing.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. This one complete to Ingram. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Michelle. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 73 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They toss to Ingram. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. Stay with your man.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 50. Yep. Mike, 57.
2nd and 10 now. Stidham. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now Stidham on first down. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, 44 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ingram again, a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing.
Here we go. Take the outlaw. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football? It says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready up.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Blue draw corporate. Hey, Haywood. Be Griffin.
On 3rd down, Stidham looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Now Michel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Stidham sets to throw on first. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get him. Switch.
Look, squeeze. Hey, exit. Get it.
Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. This is Michel on the counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. And this is caught at the 8. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 59 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Six man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. 25, check 25.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 38. Tucker's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Stidham to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
36.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin with Michel on the ground. Calais Campbell on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Sam on. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Let's go, D. Big series right now.
They'll throw on first down with Stidham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Let's get this.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Under.
It's a give to the right, Ingram. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. from the gun, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 81 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 32-yard line.
Come on,
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Five.
Now it's Stidham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37.
Bravo.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Tighten up.
Hey, lock it. Smooth. Hey, rock it.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd down, Stidham to throw.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Man out. Hey, alert 48.
Yo, go.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
General West.
Kill. You gonna take
X3. 218, chop.
Fourth down, here's Stidham. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
And he puts it through. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It's complete to Snead. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Lawrence Guy. A loss of 7 on the sack. It's 2nd down.
Set, hut. Hey, hold on. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
What's happening, bro? I'm gonna play this game and I'm gonna jump on.
What's the last guy you got to play today?
I can't hear you. I think I turned my mic down. Hold up. What you say?
I said that's the last guy you got to play today?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I've been telling folks I'm leaving the leagues and shit, bro. Some of them ain't no good anyway. I missed the draft, so I drafted a whole bunch of bums.
You know what? I go to team. Fuck it. Why not? Just to make matter what I'm doing. Your brother, that second to kill. That second to kill, bro.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get that. About to switch over real soon. Shit. That's where I do be rushing when I be losing when I be rushing too.
Yeah, bro. That's why I said to take the time, brother. Slow down a little bit. Don't go around the world, because we about to deal with it real soon. The man about to be out the way real soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's why I told him. I put that shit in the chat too. Somebody else was like, I'm trying to do the same, bro. I'm trying to get on COD. We trying to play. Some dude was. I said, come on, bro. Let's get this game out the way so I can be done with man for the day. And somebody else was in the chat like, you feel me? I'm trying to get on COD for the rest of the day. Niggas be trying to be done with this man. Shit kind of frustrating. Cause man kind of do what they want when they want, man. It's like animation field, man. Like you can't really stop some shit when it's happening to you.
So like it, like momentum type
full of that and animations, bro. Like just think of a nigga dunking on you in 2K. Like you can't really stop it, bro. Like these jukes on the new Maddens, bro. You can't stop it. Truck animations, you can't stop it. Like you just gotta hope and wish that you gotta kind of hope that your dude make the tackle against certain players and shit. Like it's kind of crazy. I mean it's real football too. You kind of hope your dude make the tackle, but some of this shit, yeah, some of the little shit too far fetched, bro.
You know this nigga don't do that shit in real life.
Right.
I wish he did. We probably would have won the Super Bowl.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Like I wish Tiger would win the Super Bowl in real life. Tiger going back to the ACL, but niggas gonna be lit for that nigga, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They can replace Freeman. All they're gonna do is a split backfield. They can try that shit.
What is it? I didn't look up and see where Devontae Freeman went to.
Did he leave?
That's why you said. I was about to say you said split backfield. Shit, he gone.
He probably on the Florida then. I always wanted to play over in Jacksonville. No, they lost for the Patriots. They were in Jacksonville, bro. Who put him into the Saints over there with the boy P.J. Williams.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I went to high school with P.J. Williams. I played football with him up from TVs all the way up to high school.
You said with who? T.J. Williams?
T.J. Williams, number 26.
That's a corner, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I know. Yeah, I know about P.J. Williams. He said I should run his ass up. He still get kind of ran over a little bit.
Me and him used to race all the time for you to see fastest people in the high school. Niggas used to be mad, bro. We used to get all this publicity over here, bro. Like, we used to get all this publicity, bro.
You went to school in Texas or Florida?
Florida.
Okay, I was about to say I could have sworn you said you used to live in Florida.
Yeah, that's why I went to school. I grew up in Florida. I was born in Georgia. Grew up in Florida. But yeah, like me and him, we played football together from 2s all the way up to seniors. And then we played in high school together. That was raw in high school, bro. Like I was raw as a kid. Like you could tell I was raw. You like, hey, when that nigga find out what he doing,
yeah.
Then it happened. The niggas was like, oh shit. I got to high school freshman year. These things was packed for that homecoming game. Nigga saw what I did. They was like, oh shit, boy, we got us a G. That nigga heat. Every time I touched the ball, nigga, it was a touchdown or 20 yards. Which one you want? A first down or a touchdown? You have to pick and choose. You the guard deep or the guard first, bro.